What's going on, everybody? You already know who it is. It's your guy D, aka LA Mars, and welcome back to another edition of the Rundown. I appreciate you guys being here with me today, man. Man, made it to another day, made it to another hour. Um, you already know what I'm repping. I'll try to rep that as much as possible, man. Um, I've been hearing some good things, man. I've been hearing some good things for some superstar players, man. This is gonna be the third season in a row this has happened, though. Third season. Yeah, for y'all fans out there, man. I'm not gonna say no names. I ain't trying to jinx myself. I ain't trying to do nothing. I'm gonna wait till that day come, get here, and I'll say what I say. But you know, trust me, I got my off season video coming up for my team. For sure coming up. Like I said before, I'm gonna talk about the Jimmy. I'm gonna talk about Pat. I'm gonna talk about the organization. I'm just gonna give a general overview of what I feel like, what we could have done better, and what this outlook is about to be, because if it, man, please, please, we could use a really good season, but we're not here for that. I know why you're here. You know why I'm here. I've heard, some good things about this series, for the NBA Finals, OKC going against Indiana Pacers. Um, There's a chance it could still go seven, So we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see. This is game five. Game five. So the series is shifted back to OKC. So like I said before, the format is 2-2-1-1-1. So I guess it's a cool format. Like I said before, I kind of like the nostalgia format. Like you get the 2-3-2 format. I think the 2-3-2 format was done away with. I forgot what year it was done away with, but I tell you that 2-3-2 format is crucial, man, for certain teams. Like I'll never forget, you know, for me, like I said, I'll never forget that format when '06 D Wade, man. Oh my gosh, they lost the first two, and then they're about to lose that third one, but then they came back at home and won the next three. That was crucial. That was so crucial for them to win the next three. But then it's so crazy for an opposing team. You're like, dang, you're the I guess the higher seed, I guess, and you get your first two games, cool, but then you got to stay in that town for like a whole 2 weeks, almost crazy work how they were doing that. But I guess all in all, I guess this format's better. But back in OKC for this game, game five. I think that, like I said, I think OKC is going to close them out. They're going to, well, not close the series out. I think they're going to win the series, and I think they're just a better team, better all around team. They got the inside outside presence. They got the MVP. They got their own big three. So, but Indiana, you already know how the finals format goes. It's up and down. Game of runs, game of different movies in each game. So, you're going to get your adjustments every single game. So, and at this point, like I said before, I think we got to this point of the series is where you already know the ins and outs of each team. You already know what you're going to get. You already know that's like, okay, I know, your schemes, backdoor cuts, all that, everything, it's just about who wants it more at this point. So, without further ado, we're gonna lock in. We're gonna check this out. We're gonna see what we got here for y'all today, man. I'm pretty excited to see what this series is gonna shape out to be, what this game's gonna shape out to be, and it's a pivotal point. It's a pivotal point in this series. So who's gonna get a? This is a series tied 2-2, and see who's gonna get that 3-2, that 3-2 lead. It's big time. So let's check it out.
To be smarter. I like that aggression, but he's fouled out of 2 straight games. He is too important of a defender. Jalen Williams, nice feet inside.
I like that pass. He's got that pass off a few times, man. So I like that.
And then Hartenstein beats him to the cup. I have eyes on Miles early. He was not well in games 3 and 4.
Looked very quiet in the fourth quarter, did not score, and that was instrumental. Chet Holmgren drives. Oh, puts
Tough
it
take.
up and in.
Tough take, Chet. That's a tough take.
Quiet in the fourth quarter, did not score, and that was instrumental. Chet Holmgren drives. Puts it up and in.
It's a tough take. Give it to him.
Holmgren been really feeling his oats last couple of games. Halliburton out to Siakam. No hesitation on the three. And nails that one.
I need Siakam hoop. He needs to get a good 30-piece.
Turnover. Siakam
Not no turnovers, but a 30-piece.
Williams
Full
with
time?
the head of the pack goes in and throws it down. Important for them to get Turner feeling confident out there. He's such a barometer for their success.
Cash out.
Wide open, nails the three. He has really struggled.
Feeling good.
Just 1 of 11 from 3 in the first 4 games. But Neesmith comes right back and answers.
Freaking Naismith.
Holmgren, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein, beautiful bounce pass to Williams. 2 gorgeous assists from
Now, if you're Indiana, we've talked about this. You were one of the fastest teams, but you got to.
Is this the J-Dub game?
Beautiful bounce
Hey.
pass to Williams. 2 gorgeous assists from
Now, if you're
Hey,
Indiana,
J-Dub.
we've talked about this. You were one of the fastest teams, but you got to slow.
We gotta see that crossover one more time. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my gosh.
2 gorgeous assists from
SGA is so
Now,
smooth.
Indiana, we've talked about this.
Boom.
You were one of the fastest
Boom.
teams,
Ooh.
but you got to slow down.
And one.
Gilgeous-Alexander
Okay, never mind.
slow down. They've hit 7 of their first 9 from
That's
the
tough.
field, and the Pacers need timeout.
That's a tough move.
Criticism from some calls and non-calls in Game 4. That was greatly appreciated by the officiating staff. Halliburton falls down. Caruso just checked in, drives, layup. It's good. Siakam poked away by Wallace. Caruso releases.
Here
He's
we
got
go.
1 man to beat. It's Halliburton layup. Blocked from behind. Mathurin. Terrific hustle. And Siakam in the front court.
Pass every
I like
lane will be
that.
a lot more
I like
clear.
that.
Williams to Wiggins. Wiggins fires away, knocks down the 3. Henrich Williams gets right up into Siakam. Shot clock winding down. Siakam off the bounce. Mathurin wide open. Hits the 3.
That's a good grenade.
Pushes Chet
It's a
away
good
from
grenade.
his direct line to the rim.
First foul in the last 2 minutes. Wallace. Another 3.
10-point game.
Siakam double team. Back-to-back turnovers. Here early second.
Again?
Wiggins lines it up. Knocks it down. Back up to a dozen. McConnell.
Freaking
Fires up the
McConnell.
3. That's good.
Don't leave him open. He's gonna shoot that.
Couldn't do
And he's gonna
anything
make it
with
too.
so they
Top the
reset.
key.
Williams.
Again?
Beautiful cut and finish. Jalen Williams with the flush. He's got 8 early points.
Uh-oh. We see you, J-Dub.
Halliburton, beautiful pass to
What a
Shepard.
pass.
Cut and finish.
Hold
Jalen
on,
Williams
man.
with the flush. He's got 8 early points.
Talk about threading the needle.
Halliburton, beautiful pass to Shepard.
That's a
Shepard
good
stolen by
pass.
Caruso.
Wait,
Outlet Williams.
hold on.
Flush. He's
Did I
got 8
miss that?
early points. Halliburton, beautiful pass to Shepard. Shepard stolen by Caruso.
Oh,
Outlet
my
Williams
God.
goes up again. Layup is good, and the foul. Costly turnovers once again from Indiana.
That was a bad turnover, but man, what a
OKC
pass.
pushing Dort, going coast to coast, kicks it out. Jalen Williams puts it up, puts it in, 3-pointer. Top and fakes, pass inside to Siakam.
Is this the J-Dub game?
Siakam thought he was fouled. Great defense again by Holmgren. Holmgren down a lane,
And one.
layup shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, back up and in. Second effort from Chet Holmgren.
It's a
A lot of
20-point
rough
game,
possession
y'all.
right now for Indiana. Nembhard gets inside, draws a foul, counter,
That's a
and
good
one.
move. That's tough.
Gilgeous-Alexander looks. Wallace tries again, hits again. Wallace gets it back.
Shot.
Finds Siakam. Pass inside. Kick it
Wow.
right back out. Open 3. Neesmith nails it.
Come on, how
That was
good
good.
is this? Really good offense.
Jalen Williams back up top. Lou Dort. Lou Dort lines up the 3-pointer. That one bangs it in. Siakam off the bounce.
Dort has been hooping, bro.
Turner's going to try 3. He's been struggling from there. Not
I was
that
gonna say, they
time.
need that.
Miles Turner
They
knocks
need that.
one down. Often
He's
such a big
been-
spark.
the numbers are
Off the bench,
bad.
Halliburton can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Back out. Obi Toppin tries
Obi.
a 3. Puts it in. Williams drives a beautiful left hand.
Williams is
Scoop shot
hooping.
off the glass.
He is hooping.
Brings it up with 4 minutes remaining here in the third. Spins against Williams. Layup. It's good. Shot off the glass.
Don't play with this guy,
Brings it
man.
up with
Do
4
not play
minutes
with this
remaining here in
guy.
the third. Spins against Williams. Layup. It's good. Largest Thunder lead
Come
was
on,
18. They've led by as many as 16 here in the third.
Oh, and it's a 6-point game now?
Williams struggles with it. Holmgren right there on the follow.
Obviously, Halliburton nursing that right leg.
Ball poked away. Siakam comes up with it.
Wait, what did she say? Nursing the right leg.
Struggles with it. Holmgren right there on the follow.
Halliburton. What's it?
Halliburton nursing that right leg.
Something must have happened to Halliburton.
Siakam comes up with it. Here's McConnell, one man to beat.
Good
Goes
take.
inside. Lefty layup banks
It's a
it
good
in.
take.
He's got 15 points. Backs in. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, that's a bucket.
He wants this one. Falling away. Puts it up. Got it. 22 for SGA.
Another 30-piece. Maybe a 30-piece number.
Crossover. Gets in the lane. Jump shot is good. 17
gosh.
from McConnell. Little for SGA.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. 17. Wow.
McConnell, crossover, gets in the lane, jump shot is good. 17 from McConnell, a little shaken up as he got fouled as well.
Well, he's good, though. He's going to get after it, though.
5 seconds, Williams on the drive, puts up the shot, banks it in. What a tough shot from Taylor Williams.
Tyrese Halliburton just 2 points in the game, but TJ McConnell, Obi.
Did she just say 2 points in the game? Yo, man. I'm sorry. I can't wait to see the box score on this. We're in the fourth quarter of the NBA Finals. Listen, y'all. Listen, chat. Look, y'all. If y'all got something to tell me in the comment section, let me know. I'm going to look through and try to do my due diligence to read through the news feeds and whatnot later. You got 2 points in the NBA Finals. Maybe I can understand if you're a Nembhard. Maybe I can understand if you're an Obi Toppin. Maybe I can understand if you're a Nembhard. Did I say Nembhard already? Maybe I already said Nembhard. Benedict Mathurin, TJ McConnell, Evan Turner, because he's been playing pretty awful, But superstar, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm sorry. I'm going to stand pat on that. He's not a superstar. I don't know where this talk has come from of him being a superstar. He is not a superstar. He is not even on the level of SGA. I'm sorry. No. His game, his tenacity, has definitely built up from, I believe, from the Olympics. And I always feel that, a lot of players, they have really good seasons coming out the Olympic run because you have a different intensity, you have a different feel, and you know what it takes to win a championship or to win the gold medal. But you know what it takes of that tenacity to really build up that level to get there. He was on that squad, but he wasn't the focal point. Let's just put that out there. He wasn't the focal point, but he's not a superstar. I'm sorry. No, bro. I'm sorry. I know I'm going off a tangent here, but man, no. 2 points. I'm gonna read them again, but when I get a chance, but 2 points in the NBA Finals in the fourth quarter, I better hear that he went blazing or something, in this fourth quarter. But 2 points, and you the guy? 2 points? No, that's a disgrace. I'm sorry. That's a disgrace. I'm sorry. I don't care how you look at it. That's not good. I'm sorry, y'all. At least give me a double digits. At least give me 10, 12, 2 points. Anyways, we're gonna check it. I'm gonna check it out, see what happens. We're gonna see.
Top and their bench having an impact. What do you have to do to keep those guys from beating you in the floor?
Well, right now, it's just a perfect role for him. Here with the Pacers, Wiggins spots up, three-pointers good.
Understand, look, if you're Indiana, you're frustrated.
I don't
You
even
want the
see.
opportunity.
And they turn it over, and Siakam down the other end, throws it down.
Uh-oh.
Halliburton in the corner, Nembhard, three-pointer. Siakam, offensive rebound. Now puts up a three. It's good. Pascal
Oh,
Siakam.
no. Never mind.
SGA the drive. Back out
Never
the door.
mind.
Right side. Jalen Williams a three. It's
Jalen Williams is hooping.
Williams knocks it down. Minutes right now. Nembhard.
Oh, my gosh. Jalen Williams with 33 points, 11 for 19, 3 for 4 from the three-point. Oh boy, this looks like a Jalen Williams game, J-Dub game. Looks like a J-Dub game. I'm telling you, this is what I always say. Like NBA Finals, every playoffs. Okay, cool, but the NBA Finals is every game is different. It's a movie. Every game is a movie. Something different. This is probably Jalen Williams J-Dub game. So, but this is a close game. I thought this would have been over, but what they said about Halliburton. So we're gonna check it out. But let it run.
Stolen.
Ooh.
Wallace with the steal and throws it down. Cason Wallace.
Yeah, we know you can dunk, Cason. We know you can dunk.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it out. Nice pass.
That's a cash.
High arcing three is good.
He's gonna hit that. I'm not even tripping no more about that.
Nembhard fakes. Kicks it out. Stolen by SGA. 2-on-1.
Alley-oop.
Gilgeous-Alexander layup is good and a foul. On the drive. Kicks it out. Williams. Williams to the rack. High off the glass. It's good. He did it again. Nesmith right with him. Gets inside.
He is
Forces up the
hooping.
shot. Halliburton the rebound. Holmgren tumbles. Halliburton throws it inside and Toppin throws it down.
That's a good
Beautiful
pass.
SGA taking his time. Lou Dort has it.
Another one?
Dort lines up. Three-pointer. Bang! Lou Dort from beautiful pass.
Yo, Lou Dort, chill out, bro. You don't have to walk away like that, bro. He shot it. He wasn't a Curry type thing, but he shot it. He leaned to the side. Yeah, he's like, I think I got that. Look at this. He gonna lean with it.
Lou Dort has it. Dort lines up. Three-pointer.
Look at him. It's like, I think I got it. Now you're gonna walk away with it.
Bang! Lou Dort from downtown.
He didn't feel confident in that.
15. Nesmith tries to answer and does.
That's a good answer. That's a great answer. Quiet the crowd.
Conference finals at Madison Square Garden.
J-Dub game. Here we go.
Can get hot. Williams has been hot all night. Falling away. Got it. 40 points for Jalen Williams.
$40 points? Wow. It's Batman and Robin, man. That's the A and B right there. A and B right there.
Madison Square Garden. He can get hot. Williams has been hot all night. Falling away. Got it. 40 points for Jalen Williams.
That's amazing.
SGA goes at Siakam. Layup is good.
That's a tough move, SGA. That's a good move.
Can't get a shot off. Toppin fires up a three-pointer. Won't go. Rebound coming in. Nesmith.
Nesmith finished that, Mike.
It looked like he...
Oh my gosh. What am I watching? What am I watching in these finals? What is this?
Can't get a shot off. Toppin fires up a three-pointer. Won't go. Rebound coming in. Nesmith.
Nesmith finished that, Mike.
It looked like he finished it. What a play.
Oh my gosh.
A strong comeback. But the Thunder had the answer.
Yeah, he's right. The Thunder did have the answer. Wow. I just got to see that dunk one more time, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to see that one more time.
What a tough shot.
Wow.
Can't get a shot off. Toppin fires up a three-pointer. Won't go. Rebound coming in. Nesmith.
Nesmith finished that, Mike.
It looked like he finished it.
Oh my gosh. It's a good poster, but he won't care about that. He won't care about that. They let them win. I wouldn't care about that either. I don't. Like, don't send me that picture. Be like, oh, you got to... No, bro. I'm in the NBA Finals. I'm trying to get a dub. I'm trying to get a chip. I don't care about no dunks, bro. Like, nah. Wow. Wow. I'm speechless on that dunk. I'm not gonna lie, but I wouldn't care about it, like I said. But initial reactions, 3-2 series now. OKC got it. They've obviously won a game in Indiana, so they're not tripping too much about needing to get that win. This will be the hardest win of their lives. or the hardest game of their lives. Closeout games we always know closeout games are always tough because you got a team whose back is against the wall and they're going to throw everything in the kitchen sink, at them. And I feel like OKC's going to be ready, but they have to be ready, be prepared, be locked in. I don't think SGA is going to let them, like allow them to let go of the rope or anything like that. They're not going to do that, So he's going to make sure that they're prime and ready to go with that. But let's check this box score out because we know who the player of the game on that one is. J-Dub. Holy moly. What was you on, my guy? What were you on? Okay. Let's start with Indiana. Okay, Pascal. Okay. I'm not tripping too much about Pascal. Pascal had 28. He could have had a smooth 30. Well, hold on. Hold on. Mm-mm. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. I'm sorry. I'll take that back. I don't see that as a good game for Pascal Siakam. I'm sorry. After what what happened to Halliburton. We're going to go straight there. I'm sorry. Naismith had 14. Miles Turner had 13. Then Nembhard had 7. McConnell had 18. Cool. Okay. I'll give it to him. Obi had 12. Cool. You're in a hostile environment. Siakam, you've won a chip before. You know what to do. If you read the room, you understood what was going on if you read the room, you read the game, you knew what was happening with Halliburton. This is where you unload the clip at this point. This is where you unload the clip. If you can. Maybe the full game wouldn't allow you to do that. Maybe they keyed in on you a lot more because they knew that Halliburton, something was up. I don't know. So because you got Halliburton just giving you 4 points. He didn't score at all in the fourth. I mean, he only scored 2 points in the fourth. That's wow. 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. I mean, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Okay, cool, but 34 minutes, NBA Finals game, 4 points. Ain't my superstar. Nope. No. But what they gonna do? He gonna get max money, obviously. But like I said, depending on what happened to Siakam, maybe the defense geared towards that way, leaning towards another man shading off Siakam, not just kind of really crowding him, not giving an opportunity to go like that. So get buckets. So maybe that's a possibility. But getting 28. You got a good feel. 3 for 6 from the 3-point line, not 15. You get a good feel of what's going on. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. You got a good feel of the game at that point. So I should have seen at least 35. At least 35 from Siakam, if not close to 40, because that was, like I said, you've been here. You know what it takes. You know what you got to do. And you've been in the playoffs a few times now, so you're a vet in this space now. So yeah, I'm not saying Siakam sold, but until I find out what happened to Halliburton, he definitely maybe he got hurt. I don't know. We're gonna look. I mean, I don't know. But man, the J-Dub game for sure. J-Dub game for sure. Chet Holmgren, 11 rebounds, cool, 9 points. I mean, should be more, but I'm not tripping because, SGA, 31 and 10. That's a good stat line. Wiggins, 14 points. Cason Wallace, 11 points. That's pretty good. Hartenstein, 4 points. But the man of the hour, the man of the night, J-Dub. 14 for 25 from the field, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line. Gave you 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 40 points. I tip my hat to you, sir. I do. I tip my hat to you. You know, um, you know, I'm saying this prematurely. I really am. I'm going to say this prematurely because I feel like OKC is going to win the series, but it's going. I'm gonna look back at this video if it's not the truth, and then it's gonna kill me. But I'm gonna say it anyways. Um, it would have been a lot better if Boston would have made it. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. It would have been a lot better. But, 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 the West is the best. The West is the best conference. The West is the toughest conference to get through. Um, and I feel like I'm gonna stand back from what I said before. I feel like from last year's finals, Boston had like a little bit of a cakewalk. I'm just, I'm just gonna say they had a cakewalk, y'all. A lot of teams got injured, a lot of teams got hurt, and they just breezed through, and they continuously breezed through the finals, which is cool. OKC has gone through some some teams. I mean, they went through teams all throughout the West, killing, and they going through the finals. And mind you, these are some tough series that they played, and now they're at their last stage. And for J Dub to come through with a 40 piece, man, I wouldn't be surprised if we came with, a Boston OKC next year. Well, nah, let's put that on the table. I'm sorry. We're gonna table that one because I don't think that's gonna happen with, like I said, don't wish for anyone to have injuries like that. But that JT injury is definitely gonna hold them, and feel like this team is pretty much gonna be dissembled from this point. So, um, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice to see that because I mean, you have two young teams, two teams that won a chip, and it looked like OKC is on a run now. Could possibly be on a run. But that's neither here nor there. But they earned this finals. I say what you want. I'm not saying Boston didn't earn it. They definitely earned it because you had to play the game. Like you play it through and do what they do. I'm just saying like it was a little easy. It was a little bit easy because they weren't playing nobody. Um, but OKC definitely was playing some people, bro, in the West just to come out and do what they do. Um, shout out to them. Shout out to them for sure, man. And shout out to J Dub, man. 40 points, man. My hat goes to you, dog, man. Um, whew, wow, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Um, I don't really need to see nothing else after that. Just you know, 45% from the field for Indiana, 42 from OKC. Rebounds. They had more rebounds than them too. 50 to 45, Indiana. Uh, yeah, points in the paint. It's just too much. 18-point lead. Ooh, that was large. They had 18-point lead for OKC. It's crazy. Crazy work. Um, yeah, I want to see something real quick. I just want to dive into something real quick. Do we know what happened to Halliburton? Does anyone know? Let's see. Is anyone gonna tell me? Oh, here we go. Tyrese Halliburton was reduced to basically playing a decoy because of a leg issue that he aggravated in the first quarter. Then Rick Carlisle says he's not 100%. But then TJ came back and gave you 13 in under 7 minutes. And whoa, hold on. Because TJ came back and he gave you 18. So, okay. This is going to be one of my last things I'm going to say, and I'm going to be out with it. But coaching can lose you the game too. Let's not get it twisted. Coaching can lose you the game too. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that coaching lost them the game, but that coaching move was probably detrimental to the flow of the game because Here you have your superstar player hurt. And what you gonna do? You kind of, as a coach, you're gonna listen to him because he's like, I can play, I can play, I can play, and you put him in the game. But then they put him in as a decoy. You knew he wasn't 100%. So why would you try to force it? Especially if you had TJ McConnell getting you 13 points in 7 minutes. You should have rode that wave. Ride that wave. It could have been a TJ McConnell game. Who knows? You know, TJ McConnell, Pascal Siakam going back and forth. Ride that wave. TJ could have gave you maybe more than that. Could have gave you 25 piece. Could have gave you close to a 30 piece. Who knows, man? Because that changes the flow of the game. That changes the defense. You know, their outlook at what they're thinking about. They're like, okay, so we're not going to key in on Halliburton like that, but we got to key in on TJ McConnell. Now, be ready. TJ McConnell, let's not get it twisted. Even though he's not as crafty handle-wise, as Halliburton, but he is like a stronger figure, more built. And so he's not to be played with or pushed around or anything like that. So he can definitely go get his buckets when need be. Obviously, we've seen that. But if you're Rick Carlisle, if you're the coach, you've got to know, like, let me save my player for another day. I don't need to push this. I don't need to put him out there because we have another game. We have a game 6 at our building, at home. Let me chill. Let me rest him, because he's feeling something, even though he's trying to tell me that he's good. Maybe if you want to see how he was looking, okay, cool, and then pull him. Pull him. If you know you're not getting any traction on that, pull him. Like I said, you got TJ. You got TJ in there, man. And you really you messed up the flow for them. But it's neither here nor there. I mean, one thing can change a series. Can change a series. Doesn't matter if you're playing in the playoffs. Doesn't matter if you're playing in the finals. One thing can change a series. One little thing, can change a series. I watched this. I wasn't in a league game, but I was able to watch a league game, men's league game, in the city, and it was a tight game. It was a tight game. It was really really good game, and it came down to the wire. And I'm watching the flow of the game. I'm like, okay, cool, it's close, the guys that I was, with and watching the games with and whatnot, on their team. I was like, okay, I think they got this in. I think they got this. It was tight. I think it was like maybe like a 2-point game, 3-point game, something like that. And they had an inbound pass. They kicked it in the corner to the man in the corner. Now he's a big, like a power forward or something like that, So he's a wing player. And he must have took his eye off the ball or something like that. I don't know. I'm not too sure what happened, but the ball got swung to him in the corner and it got out of his hands. And whoop. And then it's like went out of bounds. And in that moment, I knew. I was like, that's the game right there. That's the game right there. And I think it was like 2 minutes left in the game. I think it was like 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. I don't know, but it was towards the end. And in that moment, I was like, because it was a back and forth battle, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I said, but they were keeping him at bay. But that one little thing, I said, that's a whole possession right there. And I said, you just gave it back to him, man. You gave it back to him. And sure enough, they lost. They lost. It wasn't even like it was a downhill slope. It was just gradual because they came back and they came back and they lost by 1 or 2 points, I think. You just couldn't get out of the way. You couldn't get out of the way. And so it's the little things. Trust me, it's the little things, man. It ain't no really big grandiose thing like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we got like 18 turnovers or whatnot. No, it's those little things. You be like 1 turnover, 2 turnovers, not even back to back. It's like that 1 turnover in the first half, another turnover in that second half. Oh man, you gave up a coverage, on the back end of that screen, the back court, baseline. Little things like that, man, can change the outlook. So I'm definitely going to sit here and say that was the J-Dub game. That was the J-Dub game, but not bad. Ooh, but yeah, I'm definitely going to sit here and say that was the J-Dub game. But Rick Carlisle, I wonder how you're going to explain that one because you did not need your superstar player to be in a game like that at that time. let him rest, let him chill. You going back to Indiana? Um, there's no telling what's going to happen now. There's no telling because you let him play that all the way out. I know you got a couple days in between it, but and they said it's a lower leg injury. I'm not trying to say nothing, but I don't know what it is, but I'm not chancing nothing. I'm not chancing nothing. We've seen those type of injuries throughout these playoffs, and we've seen. I mean, obviously, most recent Tatum, but as far as recently finals, KD, no, let's not chance that. I don't even want to chance that. I know we're in the finals. I know you got a chance to win. I don't even want to chance it. I'm sorry. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm sorry. And I hope Tyrese understands that too. Like, dude, if you push this, bro, and you do something, that's a whole another season for you, bro. That's a whole 2 seasons for you, basically. So why don't you just chill out and rest it, and we gonna run this thing back, bro. Run this thing back. Don't even sit there and be like, man, we may not get another chance, bro. You gonna mess something up, and then that's gonna 2 seasons right there, you know. But that's neither here nor there. That's just my take on it. You guys might have some other takes on it too. Like I said, you see there, right there down below in that line. Say what you want in the comment section. If you feel like you got your own personal takes about it, let me know. Can't wait to get you guys on as some guests, and we can chill. Chill vibes, talk about the game, see what we can think about. I appreciate y'all being here with me. Appreciate y'all being here with me again. And next game is Game 6 in Indiana's building. I think OKC's gonna close it out. I think OKC's gonna close it out. That game, I'm gonna put a 45 piece for SGA. Closeout game. He's gonna feel right. He's already feeling right, but he's got the flow of the game already. 45 piece. I'm calling it. 45 piece from SGA. 23, 24. J-Dub, because J-Dub, he's feeling good. But obviously they're going to key in on him, so that's why I'm not going to say 40. I'm going to give him like 24 because they're going to try to key on him. And then Chet probably going to give you a smooth 21 piece. But SGA, he's going to pop off. He's going to pop off. He's like, yo, it's closeout time. It's time for me to get this chip. And, he's already feeling it from, Canada and Olympics. So he's already got another chip on his shoulder. Like, nah, I'm doing this for them. I'm doing this for them. So, for sure he's coming. He's going to be, coming correctly to get this dub. So, anyways, you guys, that's it for me, y'all. I appreciate you guys being here with me. Another edition of the Rundown. It's your guy, LA. Y'all be safe, be well, be easy, y'all. Until next time, y'all. Peace.